girl Atmem. If you are new here, thank you for joining me, and please do stick around. And if you are a returnee, welcome back. And I know, guys, it's been forever. I haven't been in these YouTube streets for like eternity. I'm so sorry. The reason why I haven't been here is because I liked inspiration, motivation, and I just didn't want to create mediocre content, and I just didn't want to create videos just because I have to or whatever. I wanted to enjoy it, to be within, man, understand, ba? So I'm back, and because I feel really bad for just disappearing on you guys, I decided to tell you guys a story. Please, guys, please, man, can you guys please pray for me? Because relationship wise, it's a mess. It's a mess, okay? I don't know, Jengati, when it comes to relationships, because but anyway, without wasting your time, let's get to this video. So I met this guy, right? Not now, but I met a guy on social media, which is weird because I don't really take social media DMs really like serious, because guys are so stupid. I'm sorry to say this, but they're so stupid when it comes to DMs. They say the most stupid, like, bayadika when it comes to VNs. I'm so sorry if you guys hear people talking. I'm in my room at rest, so there's people walking around. I'm truly sorry. But anyway, we met on Twitter. Was it Twitter? Twitter. And then he followed me on Instagram. And yeah, I didn't take him serious. It didn't take him serious. But we kept on like talking now and then. We spoke, and then he was like, hey, I'm in Cape Town, so do you want to meet? And on that day I wasn't doing anything, so I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And then we met, went out for lunch, and yeah, it was chilled, man. And he is not bad at all, like height wise, body wise, and all of that. Like, he was not bad. Even looks, personality, even, he was really not bad. Because like we clicked, like conversation was flowing, and it didn't feel awkward. When you're meeting a person for the first time, usually it's awkward, you don't know what to say, but with him it just like, it literally flowed. So that was like a yay moment, and we continue to talk. He lives he doesn't live in Cape Town, so he flies to Cape Town for business and pleasure and whatever. So after we met, he went obviously back to where he comes from, and then we were in contact, like we were talking, and it came to a point where like I just got bored, literally. It was like, hi, hello, how are you doing? I'm good, and then quiet. Then the next day, hi, hello. Like I was like, I'm not having this. I blocked him because like I literally blocked him. And then he went on Instagram and he was like, I tried to call you but I can't reach you. I don't know, your phone is going straight to voicemail. And I'm like, oh, that's because I blocked you and deleted your number. And he was like, but why? And I told him straight up that I just got bored. Like, our conversations are boring, they're meaningless. Like, yeah, bora. You understand? So then he was like, okay, so sorry, he was being busy at work, but he's gonna try to have better conversations, and he's gonna come down so that we can get to know each other and talk and all of that. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever. And then I unblocked him, started calling and started texting every day, and the conversations were not that bad, because he tried to ask like, how's my day, what did I do, and just to know what happened during my day and all of that. Like, he tried to make our conversations a bit interesting. Yeah, so there was some effort there. Like, there was effort and there was also consistency, which I like. And then he came down. So he came down for a weekend, and he said that he's not gonna do any work. It's just gonna be pleasure. He just wants to get to know me and all of that. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, okay, that's something. I was also willing to get to know him because he seemed like a good guy. I mean, I was not in a relationship, and I don't know if he was in a relationship, but he said he wasn't. So yeah, I was like, ugh, why not? I mean, who knows what the future holds, you know? This could have been my husband. I know I'm speaking in past tense because things have happened, but you guys will know what really happened. So the guy came. First, he missed his flight, right? And then he took another one the same day. And sure, I first went to the apartment that he booked and then chilled there and waited for him. And then it was a good vibe. Like, the first night, which was it a Saturday? It was a Saturday. So everything was chilled. Like, he got there, I think a bit late-ish, like 7-ish or something. And then we just chilled. We listened to music, ordered in, and just had a chilled night, basically. And then the next morning, we were gonna do some activities. What did we actually do? Went shopping. Was supposed to go skiing. Was it skiing? I think we were supposed to go skiing, but then we did not book, and we were supposed to go to a spa, which we also didn't do because we woke up late. Or he actually woke up late. I woke up early, but anyway, he woke up late, so obviously we couldn't do a lot of activities, or some of the activities that we planned to do, because we're late. You have to wake up early to do a lot of things in Cape Town. So we had lunch with his friends and his friend's girlfriend. Like, it was cool. It was a chilled vibe. Like, it was a Saturday morning in Cannon Space, so it was pretty chilled. And then after that, his friends had other plans and we also had our own plans. So we didn't go to the spa because Nika didn't book, and we postponed it for the next day, and which would have been a Sunday. And we didn't go skiing because we also didn't book. And like, Yongimdo in Cape Town, you have to book. We also didn't go quad biking because it was fully booked. Like, Cape Town, Jay, you have to plan before. You can't just decide, Guti, I want to do this. It doesn't work like that. So we just went shopping, and then we decided later on we're gonna meet with his friends again and some other people and have supper. Fine, we got there first because he made a reservation, so he had to be there at that specific time, and we were there first. And then time went by and some people pitched, and it was cool, man. Like, we sat there, spoke with his friends. I met a lot of people that I didn't know, and like, everything gelled, man. Like, there wasn't awkward vibes. It was awkward. And then when did we leave? I think we left around, was it 11 or 10 or 11, I'm not too sure. That's when weird things started happening. Oh, wait. So there is this friend that he knows, and they were friends for like, apparently more than 5 years, but less than 10 years. 7-8 years. Yeah. So that friend was also there. So she came with her friend, and then I noticed that he disappeared with the friend for like close to 30 or 40 minutes. I mean, they've been gone, Jay. And now I was just talking to people, but then I only realized when his friend was like, Kaibo, what can I name him? Where is Zulu? Because he's Zulu. Zulu guys, these Zulu guys. Woo! I got my Tony Pan. I must just honestly, I need to leave South African men alone. Like, I need to go to Africa. I need to go like Western or elsewhere, Africa or out of Africa, because me and South Africa or South African men, I feel like we're done. Like, we're good. So they disappeared. Oh, the friend was like, hey man, upu uzulu. And then I was like, but he was whispering to this other guy, and I'm like, man, these people have been missing. And then he's like, hey man, but I don't think he realized that. Like, people were drunk, so I don't think he realized that I was actually paying attention to what he was saying. Like, I could hear like clear. And then Nam was like, who else is missing? I'm like, bo. Close friend is also missing. Okay. And then immediately when she came, he also came, but different directions, but they came the same time. And I was looking at them, and they both looked at me at the same time, and I'm like, hey, there's this thing up, like, clown, this is thing. Anyway, yeah, I was like, okay, I don't wanna start insinuating or make assumptions. I don't know what happened, and I'll just leave it like that. And then the problem now came when we were supposed to leave. So these girls apparently now didn't have transport. Don't ask me how they got there, but they now didn't have transport. So okay, because he's a friend, Mosiena, he decided to Uber them. Guess where? To our apartment. So he couldn't Uber them to where they stay or where they were going or whatever. No, he had to book them. I mean, he had to Uber them to where we're gonna sleep. And bear in mind, I wasn't told about this whole situation. I wasn't told because I was on the phone talking to my friend. I just saw people climbing in a car. So I jumped in the car, and then I was like, hey man, but we're going to the apartment. All of us. I wasn't told of anything because initially his friend, the one that we had breakfast with, they were supposed to come. But because I think they were leaving the next morning, they couldn't make it. So I knew about them coming over, but they didn't. I don't know about them. Okay? And I'm like, this was supposed to be our weekend. We're supposed to be spending time together. And if things happen, tell me. Make me understand. Don't just do things and expect to Kuti, oh, I think it's going to be cool with it. Or I don't know what he was thinking, and Yazi, but I was just not told. And I'm like, I just don't understand. So I was like, okay, I'm not obviously included in everything that is happening. So let me just chill and, just observe Kuti, what is happening. Fine. I sat on the chair and they were chilling there by the table and having drinks. Now I'm just on my phone, minding my own business, not talking to anyone. And then he just messaged me on WhatsApp. Listen, We're in the same room. I can see him, he can see me. Maru uteta phone him. He's like, why you seem distant? Is everything okay? I'm like, I don't know what you want from me, because I'm just minding my own business. I don't know what is happening. I'm not told of yonke lento that is happening, so I'm just gonna sit back. Maybe eventually I'll be told what is happening, but at this point in time, I'm just gonna sit here and mind my own business, because I'm obviously not part of everything that is happening. And then he's like, you're not understanding the situation. What situation? How can I understand something that I'm not aware of? Does that make sense? What am I supposed to understand? Because I'm not told about yonke lento that is happening, so I don't know how to react. Like, mna, I knew Kuti, this was supposed to be our weekend. We're spending time together. Now there's people here sleeping over, as it seems, and I'm not even told about it. So I don't know, in your right mind, Kuti, what you were thinking, or, and yes, maybe it's because you paid for the apartment, so you think, Kuti, you can just make decisions and whatever. He's like, so you're uncomfortable being with my friends. I'm like, Zachi, is it? I'm like, dude, I spent the whole night with your friends. I was talking to them more than you were talking to them, because they're sitting opposite me. How is it now, Kuti, I'm uncomfortable? How? The only problem that I have or had was the fact that was the fact that I was not told of everything that is happening. Guti, there was a situation, there wasn't transport for them, there wasn't yabona. Like, make me understand, talk to me, we are here together. The reason why I'm here is because you called me here. So now make me understand Guti, what is happening. Oh son, I got wrong. So I went to the bathroom. Now I'm in the bathroom. We need to talk. Can't you see good? I'm busy. Like, now you're gonna get in the bathroom while I'm busy doing my business. And he's like, okay, I'll wait. Did you show up? And then he's like, what is wrong? And I told him the exact same thing, but why are your friends here? Like, I don't mind your friends being here, but at least tell me, Kuti, this is what happened. There wasn't transport, whatever. Like, make me understand. Like, I'm a very understanding person, and if you talk to me, obviously I'm gonna understand. There's no transport to Kuleti, whatever. Just don't do things and expect me to be okay with them without you talking to me, you understand? And then Haike-san, he made a big issue and he called the police. That part, I don't understand. I'll never understand. He called the police on me. He's like, hello, officer. I'm having an altercation with someone and I don't want things to happen. Like, oh, you know, he said, I'm afraid of what's going to happen next. And I'm like, he's afraid of what's going to happen next? What could possibly happen? Because I'm just sitting on the couch, minding my own business. So what could happen? Like, I'm not even talking to this guy. So what's going to happen? And then his friend was like, hi, bro, Zulu, why are you calling the police? Like, this is not necessary. And then she said, good, she understood where I came from. She even spoke to him. She's like, no, you were wrong. You were in the wrong, because you were supposed to tell Uguti, this is happening because this was your night. And now you told me, Uguti, the reason why you're coming here was to spend time with her. But now you included us without telling Uguti what is actually happening. So I do understand, like, why she's acting like this or whatever, or a thought process, or why she's doing whatever she's doing. Okay, I wasn't actually doing anything because I was just sitting. And then the other friend was like, I didn't understand because I was like, listen, I'm not going to entertain you because I don't know who you are, I don't know why you're here. Obviously you would not understand because, like, I just like I was like, no. I'm not gonna entertain it. Like, what don't you understand? I'm here because of him, and we spending the weekend together, and then you guys come in the picture without me being told good you guys are coming. So I don't understand what you don't understand. So I was like, girl, I'm not gonna talk to you. Like, my phone in my police and that amen. He requested for me, first of all. He requested for me to leave. What time was this? 1 o'clock in the freaking morning. So I asked him, Ukuti, why is it that you can request for me and I'm alone to go home, but you can't request for your friends and they are together? So it's fine for me to leave. Kumnyama, it's like dark. It's like 1 a.m. in the freaking morning. So it's okay for me to go home, but they can't go home. And he never answered that. So I'm like, nah, this was planned. Like, I'm not supposed to be here. This whole thing was planned in jail. Like, the way everything is just unraveling, and like it felt like, nah, I was like intruding, or there was something, man, that I was not aware of. So I'm like, yes, like I was honestly confused with why he called the police and everything. Like, it was not necessary. Like, I'd sleep on the couch if he wanted me to leave so bad. I even talked to him on the side. I was like, dude. So I told him that I didn't mind going home because clearly I'm not wanted here, and I'll give him time, like space to chill with his friends. Like, I don't mind, but can at least leave early in the morning when it is safe. Like 1 a.m. in the morning is not safe, especially if I'm traveling alone. So it's like, no, I don't want you here. I want you to leave now. He requested thrice. The drivers were calling. Oh, he's like, can you please leave? Dude, I am not gonna leave. I'm not gonna leave because it's not safe. It's like 1 a.m. I am not leaving at this time. And then I went to sit outside just to get a breather and just to get some air. And then I heard people knocking. Kanti. I'm a police. It's the police. And then I heard them call me. The police actually came to call me when I was outside. So I went inside and they're like, please tell me what is happening. So I explained the story, but just short. But I was like, the reason why, like I told them that I didn't mind leaving, but not at that time. Like, obviously I'm not wanted. Immediately when the police came, the girls climbed on the bed. Like, they slept, baziguma, covered themselves, get blankets. Like, bavelala, guys. Like, bangene bedini, lebelele kuyo, bayolala. Police, like, they took his statement, what like my side of the story is and what his side of the story is, and then they're like, okay, they do understand why I didn't want to leave, and but with them I'm gonna be safe because they're gonna drop me where I stay. And it's like, yes, please, she must go. Listen, he even took my bag. Wazanayo. Like, the audacity. And then he even took it's not even presents or whatever, the clothes that he bought was make up. That's tata na shula pa tata undiqhela kabi ndisithini mina ezinto asundiqhela kabi ndisithini ezinto bezemali yakho. The hell, ndisithini mina ezinto andazishiya pha ndathi ntoni nalo xa ndithenqa ngemali yakhe. And then I threw the stuff back at him and I took my bags and I was like, yeah. So I was escorted by the police it was 2 now, at 2 a.m. in the freaking morning. Back to my place. Luckily it was raised. I wasn't at home. Luckily it was raised. So at raised they chilled. Like we can leave and come back at any time. Imagine if I had to go home with my parents, and then babonba diphume. I will guys. I will never ever forget that night, that whole day nje, and that Zulu guy. Zulu guys. But not all of them guys are bad. I mean, it's like closer guys. Not all of them are the same. But because I'm Zulu, I have experiences and have stories, and wow. But that one was like top tier. Oh, escort police. I would have never imagined. If someone would tell me, Goody, that would happen on that day, I'd say they're lying. Like, it was a happy day. Everything just went swiftly. Like, it was a good day. The sun was up. You know, it was, oh my goodness, I looked good. Ginto was like, I'm banging a lie. I'm banging a lie. Like, everything. And then that had to happen. But I was not angry at him because I took it as an experience. I always do that. When something happens, I'm never angry or really, I'll be sad and angry at that moment, but after a while I'll be like, memories guys, like good and bad things happen, so it's whatever. And then he called the next day, not to check up on me and ask Kuti how I'm doing. No, he called to ask if I really don't want those things that he bought. And I asked him, this teen, like, what must I do with them? And he's like, I bought them for you. And then what must I do? Because I don't want them. Like, throw them away, give them to your friends, or do something. I don't care. So I don't know what he did. It's none of my business. And then I'm like, Hima, wait. Tell me, Ukuti, what was the need to call the police? And he's like, we'll talk later, because he was leaving the place or whatever. I don't even know. And then I was like, sure. And then I called, I think the next morning or something, because guys, honestly, I just wanted to understand. Like, you know, when you're so confused that you need answers, and I'm like, guys, what happened? Like, if he could Uber for me at that time, why couldn't he Uber for them? Like, I had so many questions and I needed answers. But then after a while, I was like, hey guys, it happened. Like, there's no changing what happened, so just let it be. And then, oh, he told me, Guti, it's not the right time. When I called, he's like, it's not the right time. The timing is off. Did you? Oh, so you must speak now when you want to speak. Is that it? So we must speak when you decide that. Okay, now I'm free, we can. And I'm like, I don't understand the fact that you are answering whatever I'm saying, but you can't answer the questions that I have. He dropped the call. Tekomba, Tebolo, and Usile. And I don't have time for that nonsense ever again. Yo, guys, it was a learning experience. Wamba, oh, you believe it, like, you in awe because everything just happened so fast and like, yay. And then he called. I think I was at the gym. I saw his misty call. Oh, no. The same day where he dropped the call, He sent me a message like a minute after that. He's like, the reason why there was problems. Now there were problems. The reason why there were problems was because of the way you are. You just want everything to be about you. I'm like, huh? Huh? How did we get there? So now there were problems. Not even one problem. There were problems. And they were all because of me. Me who was just sitting on the sofa minding my own business. There were problems because of me. Okay. So I decided to send a message back. I'm like, hey, well, dude, you could have said this on the call, like when we were talking. So now you're gonna act like a 12-year-old and start texting. And I told him, when you have the balls, talk to me. When you've grown balls, call me. And I knew good that day that message was gonna piss him off. He was not gonna say anything. He was probably gonna call the next day. And yes, he called the next day, but I was at the gym, so I missed his call. So I was like, in fact, I don't want to know Okuti why everything happened. Like, I don't even care. Like, it happened. There's no changing the situation. It's whatever. It happened. So I was like, you know what? Let me block this nigga. I blocked him. I'm like, on to the next person, because and not the same person. I do not like stressing myself unnecessary, because hey, that thing was stupid, and I only met the guy twice in my life. So there was definitely no feelings there, and I'm like, peace out, dude. It was nice while it lasted, but on we move. So that's the attitude that I have. So yeah, guys, that is my story for today. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm truly sorry for just disappearing on you guys. I will do better. And if you guys would like to see certain videos, I know I have to do vlogs, I have to do clinicals, I have to do a lot of things. But with the COVID, I can't really do clinicals because they're very strict with almost everything. Vlogs, I'm mainly in my room and gym, so I don't think anyone would like to see that. So when I have something interesting, I will surely make a video. And thank you guys for 3K. So I hope this year we can get to at least 10K. I will be consistent. I will do everything. Quality of my videos will be much better. There's gonna be deco now. I am really struggling, but yeah, when I've got the money. And please guys, watch my ads. At this point, I'm having a problem with YouTube and ads, and yeah, but I will sort that out. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Do not forget to like and subscribe, and do tell your friends to watch this channel, to subscribe, and please show some love by commenting what you thought about this video. Tell me about your experiences, like the one that I had, or something worse than that. I know someone that a girl, she literally destroyed the guy's car, and she threw water on his bed. Yeah, it was a mess. So what did you do that was like crazy because of these men that do not deserve shit in this world? Sorry, but you guys don't. Love ya.